All right. So we're here again, one more time, one more episode of this, the Barbers Barber, and I had to bring it right back, come back home to my own Filoso Barber Company. We're here today with Alex the Great. Most of you know him, and if you do not know, you're truly missing out on one of the greatest barbers of North County. A true friend of mine, a colleague of mine. We went to barber school together. Family member of mine, and family member of the barbershop now. More than anything, I want him to introduce himself. Let him know a little bit about yourself. Alex, who are you? How long you been doing hair?
All right, so my name's Alex. I've been doing hair for about, let's say, a little bit over a decade now. Of the way that I picked it up, pretty much when I was 16 years old. Cutting my own hair, apparently, because I just didn't like getting buzzes only, by my dad. So I'm more like, I gotta get a little bit more cleaner, especially because you're in high school, right? So yeah, bro, that's where I started.
So over a decade ago, started cutting hair because you just wanted to do your own haircuts, I guess, right?
Exactly.
And this was in high school?
In high school.
Okay.
I was 16. I believe I was a sophomore.
Dang.
Yeah, bro.
So your first set of clientele must have been high schoolers or something?
Believe it or not, my first set of clientele were Marines.
Dang.
Yeah,
How'd you get into that? How'd you venture into I know a lot about your story, and I'm standing here like I'm acting like I don't know what he's saying, but honestly, if there's anybody out there that I can relate to the most in this industry, probably be yourself, bro, because you and I went through barber school together, like I said. Alex and I, what year was that?
So 2016, 17.
Damn, I feel like for me it was a little earlier than that.
Really?
Good, but yeah, around that time is when we started doing barber school together. I still remember seeing you going in and out of school, always very proper, very I don't know, it was something about you, Mister. Always came in with his lunch bag, always came in with some type of fresh juice. You've always been into health and stuff. How important do you think that is? Because I know you've been practicing that since barber school, and I know I'm getting a little off topic with this one, but I think a lot of us have missed that whole step. You've been one of those that's had that really good discipline since barber school. How important do you think that is?
I mean, I recently discovered, I would say maybe about a year, that you really gotta fight for your health, honestly. Before I was doing it because it's just I just wanted to try something out. But now the way that I'm doing it is because it's very important for your health. Because if you're not leaning towards being healthy, it's nobody's gonna do it for you. Not only that, but at least it keeps you on your feet. More easily cleaner, So I got 2 kids. So in reality, bro, I'm doing it for them. It's pretty cool because, they're teenagers now, and honestly, they can't even keep up, which is pretty cool. And yeah, bro, if you're the type of person who just likes eating out and all of that, bro, honestly, it's gonna get you a little bit sick, and later on you're gonna regret certain things, So I think if you do it sooner, the better.
It's gonna catch up. I think so, right?
It will catch up, bro. And I noticed it because you hear a lot of cases about cancer, diabetes, things like that. And sometimes, bro, it's you gotta attend to medication as well. And I feel if you're able to take care of yourself before it gets to that point, bro, why not do it,
Yeah, I think it's one of the things that a lot of us in the barber industry really don't pay attention to and really don't acknowledge. Dude, we're doing this. We're behind the chair. We're 8-10 hours at a time sometimes. I know some barbers that cut 12, 13 hours
Exactly, bro.
on a Sunday, man.
Yeah,
so
we were there, bro. We were literally there, and it's sometimes you just gotta eat while you're cutting hair at the same time. And we've all been there, bro. The hustle was really real. You know what I mean? Because it was totally different than nowadays too. But that's a different story.
Well, we got time for stories today, so yeah, dude, it really has changed, and it's I think it's one of the things that as barbers, and we don't really learn a lot about it, is just taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, bro.
Mentally, physically, it's just a hustler's kind of career, right? A lot of us come in here trying to hustle, and we forget about taking care of the temple, they say, right? The reason that we're able to do this job day in, day out. So is this something that you kind of started practicing earlier in your career, or did you start like picking up habits as you progressed in your career as a barber?
So honestly, bro, if I can be like 100% honest with you, which I mean, I'm always trying to be as honest as I can. The first time that I did it, bro, it was because of, I want to say quotation, like religious beliefs. I do come from a Christian background. So when I was growing up, bro, like our church used to do it as a whole group, you know, with all the youth or the whole church or just like, you know, family or whatnot. So the reason why I did it, bro, is because in those moments I was going through like a separation and a divorce. So it was kind of like getting the best out of me. And so I started going to church and everything, and I knew what I needed to do. So I started fasting, bro. And it's like, it talks about it in the book of Daniel, where it's like about fasting and the way that it just like helped him out spiritually, getting closer to God. And honestly, that's kind of like why I did it. It wasn't really because of the health. It was more because I just wanted to get connected more closer to God.
You know what's crazy is that I've heard a lot about that lately, and you know I'm one not to be so religious, but it's crazy because I've recently heard about that, like where it talks about how some things were on the newer testaments are kind of taken out of the equation, and that's one of them, which is fasting and how important it is, and not just for religious purposes, but honestly for health benefits. It's really healthy to kind of get your body on a reset. How often do you think you do these cleanses for yourself, or like this fasting? Is this something part of your daily life? I've been hearing a lot of barbers and a lot of individuals who are getting into their health. They're fasting. How important? What do you mean? How important do you think that is?
I mean, so it's a very deep topic. The reason why, bro, is because they were fasting like a long time ago, and the discoveries that they've been making, bro, especially now with science, has been like so crazy to the point where like if you're talking into like the health side of it, the reason why it's important, bro, is because our body got used to like a certain type of food. Whatever it is that you're consuming, I'm a big believer that whatever it is that you consume, that you eat, like that's who you become.
Yeah.
You know, you eat and then your body like, pretty much takes it out. It reproduces whatever you're giving it. So therefore, bro, when you fast, you're actually getting rid of like all the bad things that are in your body. You're forcing it. It's pretty much a sacrifice. It's a flesh sacrifice that you're willing to do. And when you do that, bro, like you're pretty much starving yourself to death. And one of the cool things that I found out while I was doing this is that obviously like when you start eating, or you stop eating, I'm sorry, and you just do a water cleanse, it helps out so much, bro, because like your body starts getting hungry, and then you just like, you can't help but like just drink water because that's all you're allowed to do.
Yeah. That's crazy, the amount of discipline it takes, bro.
Yes.
To do that. I'm telling you, if you say you are what you eat, I'm a number one for McDonald's, bro, with a large Coke.
Hey,
but that's not. I'm not saying
bro.
that. I'm not saying that proudly. I'm just saying that's crazy. That the amount of sacrifice it takes, like
it does, bro.
And how often do you do these, bro? That's
I don't do it
intense.
I don't do it too often, bro. The last time that I did it was in December, and I did it. I just felt like a calling in my heart to do it. And it's funny because when I did it, bro, I knew that I was gonna get some support, especially from my family.
Yeah.
And my family and I, we have like this group text message, right? Now that I have an iPhone.
Hey! Shout out to all the iPhone users. By the way, Alex, we clowned on him for years because he was one of the green bubbles, messing up the chats, getting all the question mark emojis. But we finally got him back on the iPhone game. So you're saying you and your family have like a group chat?
Yeah, so we have this group chat, right? And I sent out the text message. I'm all like, hey, what if we fast for 21 days? And like, it's one of my sister's birthdays too, like in that month. So we're all like, oh, I don't know about 21 days. They're all like, let's do it for 10 days. I'm all like, let's go. And that's pretty cool, bro. We did it as a group. I mean, we would wake up like early in the morning, say our prayers, read the gospel, share with each other like certain things, like Bible verses,
Yeah.
videos that are gonna help us grow in our spiritual like lives, things like that, bro. So like yeah, the last time that I did it was December, and honestly, after that, like I felt like such a change in my life, not only mentally, not only spiritually, but also like physically and emotionally. So to the point, bro, where like now I am able to control my eating, and like every time like my body just wants a burger, bro, like I just say no to it, and yeah, bro, I just either drink more water or eat something more healthier, So I try to make wiser choices.
Dude, the amount of discipline that takes, that is gnarly, bro. Like, that's a lot of discipline. Cause I'm telling you, my eating habit, my bad eating habits all the time. But kudos to you, man. That's
Appreciate it,
amazing.
bro.
That's why I wear the XL, even though I'm a L,
Yeah.
but or the extra medium. But that's crazy, dude. That's a lot of you know kind of like that's kudos to you. That's stronger than the person that can't control a habit or can't control something like that. That is something crazy.
Yeah.
I know you're mentioning it a lot, and I'm gonna try to get a little deep with it. But you're mentioning a lot about your family and having that support. And then I mean, not a lot of barbers are brave enough to even talk about their religious beliefs or stand behind what they really believe. Like, how important do you think that is? And the reason I'm gonna bring it back is I wanna relate to all the barber students who are probably not in a barber shop right now, or they're probably not in the place where they want to be, or they start to work. Um, how important do you think it is to like set that boundary, or to like find that place where you're comfortable enough to be like, hey, I'm Alex, this is who I am, this is how I do things, this is how I run my business? Because again, we're independent contractors, and everybody has their own way of doing their things. Like, can you talk to me a little bit about that? How important is that, and how do you break through those like uncomfortable boundaries?
Are you talking about like religious
Like,
beliefs?
I'm just talking about, like, as a barber, you come in, new barbers, and there's a lot of barbers out there who are religious, or they have beliefs, or they have standards, or they have a certain way they want to run their business. I'm talking about having to go into a barber shop, and now you're selecting the type of barber shop that fits you, and not having to be like, you know what? I believe in this, but because I need the job, I'm just gonna do it this way. Like, how important do you think that is, or like, what have you done in the past to kind of surpass certain things like that?
Yeah, that's a very deep question. Um, so I guess I can start off with like your belief system. Like, what do you believe in? Like, do you have a purpose? Like, excuse me. Like, for instance, say, do you believe in something? Or are you here for a reason? Like, I'm not only talking about like here at a barbershop, but like here on earth.
With a purpose.
Exactly. Like, I have like a strong belief that we're all here, by purpose. So if you're not strong mentally, like anything and everything can break you. I'm saying that from experience, bro. It's hard to like grow up like in an environment where like you have your homies, your friends, and all of that, and all you guys know is just pretty much whatever the streets just teach you.
Yeah.
And it's a constant battle when you're trying to believe something else and you're trying to go against what like they're doing and stuff. But when you have that strength, bro, honestly, like you're like nothing that anybody can do or say freaking can destroy you, especially if you have like a higher belief.
So do you think going into like the barber industry is like a very mentally like draining, or like in a way like a difficult career in a way?
It is, bro, because you're getting into a different environment. There's like so many barbershops, and every barbershop has a different environment. So you're welcoming yourself to that type of environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, it doesn't mean, it's kind of like that saying that it says, like, tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it is true, but not completely true. The reason why is because if you're strong, bro, Like there is nothing that anybody's gonna be able to tell you or make you feel or make you believe that you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So therefore, like you can say no to a drink, you can say no to a bump, you can say no to whatever it is if you're strong, bro. But if not, then I mean you're just gonna follow along as well and just like be part of the crew.
So do you think it's really important, like as advice for the newer students, like what do you think they should look into, like when they're looking for like their new shop, when they're for look, or do you think it's even that important? Do you think it's part of the struggle, like to experience and go through you know, the hiccups of being a barber? Like what do you think?
Honestly,
what do you think
bro,
they should look for?
you become what you go through, bro. It teaches you. Life just gonna teach you like anything and everything, and that's like listen to your instincts too. Listen to your gut feeling. If you feel that that place is for you, where you're gonna grow, and that's what you want to do, then go for it. If not, then like find a different spot. You know, but it is important, bro, because sometimes like you want to grow as a man. You want to grow, bro, and sometimes we don't have a father figure who's gonna like tell us any of that. But if you're strong, bro, like honestly, like I don't know, just go for it, bro, and just like try out new things. That's what's gonna get you more experience on anything, like the way that you talk, like the way that you cut, the way that you like approach people. Your customer service starts growing, you know, things like that. So I would say just try it out, bro.
Yeah. So how important, you're mentioning a lot of cool points right now. How important do you think those things are? And out of those things, what do you think is like the most important thing as being a barber? You know, you're talking about, you know, your service, everything, like your customer service, and the products you provide for your client. What do you think is like one of the most important things to learn, like in the beginning, like something you like say, hey, this is the one thing a skill you must master? What would that be? What would you say?
I got a few actually, but
Okay, let's do it.
I would say one of the most important ones, you got to remember that you're not here for yourself, you're here for somebody else. The most important person is going to be the one in your chair, so you're their influence in that moment. A lot of people come into the chair and they, you know, they don't even care about the haircut sometimes. But once you have that trust with your barber, obviously you already know what you're going to get. So therefore, like all the other times that you come in for is just to talk or clown around or whatever it is that you guys do together. But I would believe this customer service is one of the major ones. You got to learn how to like talk to people, even when you don't want to. Just try to see how their day is going. You never know when somebody else is going to need help. Things like that.
I think a lot of people forget that we're in the industry of providing a service and being service providers, right? And it is crazy to see how much we matter, not just the haircut, but with the experience that we give to the client.
Correct.
And if we're having a bad day, our client is gonna feel that,
Exactly.
and they're not gonna leave here so pleasantly with the day they've had. You know, I believe they come in with us to make sure that we're giving them, you know, an uplifting experience, and it's a big responsibility.
Correct.
Have you gone through any situations where you feel like, man, I signed up to be a barber, and now I'm a therapist, now I'm like an uncle, now I'm having to be a coach, now I'm having to be a friend. Is that something that's common in this industry?
Oh yeah, very common, bro. I actually love it. I love everything that has to do with barbering. Like when I told you about like, you know, having purpose in life, bro, like I feel like it is a purpose being here, bro. Every time I have like a new client, I talk to them and I try to like, you know, like give them a little bit of light. You know what I mean? It's like there's absolutely nothing wrong encouraging people to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Instead of like, I don't know, encouraging like, oh, like let's go out or here party or whatever it is, bro. It's like, you know, do something else, dude. Like hit the gym. Let's go work out. Let's freaking have you tried out this new recipe or something, you know? It's like, remember, you're able to take control of like the conversation as well. Like you just got to learn how to direct it.
No, definitely. I think that even though you're mentioning that, a lot of that is like part of the learning experience. Like a lot of us at the beginning, even a lot of us young barbers, you know, me and you, and a lot of us barbers, we used to party the same way. We used to do. I mean, it was a fun thing to do. I remember people would tell me, "You even work?" I'm like, "Yeah, my bad that your job sucks, and I love my job."
Exactly.
But it was like I mean, even to this day, it's still fun in its own different way, you know. And then it goes back to the generations of barbering that we have
Bro,
now.
I kid you not, bro. Every time when I wake up and I have appointments, dude, I mean, it's almost every time I have appointments. But I'm excited, bro, to just see like another day. Like I'm freaking happy for life. I just can't wait to like. It's people are waiting for Friday to start. I'm waiting for freaking Monday to start, type of thing.
Yeah,
You know
I think
what I mean?
it's a blessing, right? Every day is a blessing to even wake
Exactly.
up.
But yeah, Brody, like I mean, I love coming here. I love interacting, especially the clients when there's a new one too. Like I still love like the way that their facial express like they facially express like their gratitude or like the change or the transformation you've done in their within their face or like their bodies and like all of that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think is probably one of the best things about being a barber?
Time management, because you're able to control your schedule. Like I said, I have two kids, so for me, it's very important. Time is very important, bro. It's things that I will never have back. It's something that I will never have back. I'm sorry. And yeah, bro. Like I mean, my kids do sports. They got practices, games. My son does like travel ball, and he's also like at the league. So like he has double the practice, double the games. So yeah, bro. Just like being there for them,
That's
for
crazy.
family and for family as well, dude. Because I mean, you never know when's the last time that you're gonna see them.
And you get deep with it, huh,
I
Alex?
really do, bro. I appreciate life and I appreciate everybody in my life.
That's good. No, you're really good. I mean, from the gate, you've always been a really good friend. I mean, like I said, we were friends before we were in family
I
because
could say the same, bro.
and you've always been that one individual. It's like you know how they say is like, do you have that one friend that you can call him and be like, hey,
Exactly.
I need to bury a body, and he's like, I'm on my way.
Exactly. It's
And
like I dig your drive.
yeah, that's crazy, dude. A lot of people know about you, but a lot of people don't know about you.
They don't know me.
And it's crazy because a lot of people that do know about you is because you were everywhere. And, back in the days when
Whoa, what does that mean?
I mean, not like that, not like that. But what I'm saying, like you were doing everything social media wise. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And I think this is a little topic that we had earlier today, and how crazy it is. And you're telling me it's been 2 years since you've been off of social media.
Almost 2 years.
Almost
yeah, bro.
2 years.
Exactly. Yep.
And that's crazy. That's a big drastic change because I'm one of those who always pushes social media, post. Get clients, use
Right.
social media. But dude, like, and this is not to toot your horn, but I know the back end of things, and we're talking about it. I think you're somewhere about 480 clients, like no social media, but 480 clients. That's just blows my mind. Like, what are some things that you have done to keep yourself like pretty much booked? Your books are looking good. You're constantly. Most of us would have gave up by now. We'd be like, you know what? I can't post on Instagram. Available for haircuts. Who wants a haircut? Like, what have you done?
Honestly, bro, like I hit up my clients and I have to keep a relationship with them. I make them come back.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I do notice from you, that like your client retention is very high. Well, give us some advice on that. Like, what do you do to make the clients come back other than saucing them up?
So like I said, it's more like building a relationship with your clients. And if they're able to like open up to you, bro, they trust you and they'll come back. That's the way it works, bro. You know what I mean? It's like pretty much anything in life too. If you're able to trust a homie, you're gonna keep the homie around. If not, then I mean, on to the next one. You know what I mean?
Is that through conversation, through engagement?
Exactly.
Like, what is it? Like, so you could say most of your clients are now like really good friends of yours, then, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's one of the things that I kind of like learn a little bit later, where it says that like your client will become a friend first, more than a friend will become your client.
Damn, that's a good one. We need to get that one for Motivational Mondays. Your client will become a friend first before your friend will become a client. And that's definitely true. I can say that from recent experiences, man. Like, I got married not too long ago, October last year. And a lot of my close people that were at my wedding, which is what I wanted, were clients, bro. Like, it's crazy to see that you grow with them, and they're people that are in your life weekly.
Right.
Sometimes you see your clients more than you see your actual cousins, brothers, family members.
Right.
And damn, that is crazy. So What's some of the things that you like about barbering? We talked about the things that make you excited about barbering. Let's talk about now, like your favorite haircut. What have you been doing a lot of now? You have a lot of clientele, but what's like the most requested or haircut right now at the moment?
Right now, the most requested, I would say, the tapers.
Tapers?
Yeah, tapers. Either because of I don't even know the terms of these new haircuts, bro. But I don't want to get too specific either. But the mullet, for sure. And then like, what would I say? Like call it the blowout taper.
The blowout taper?
Yeah.
Those Goku tapers?
Exactly.
Those things are gnarly.
The poly D taper.
The poly Ds, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy that when I first started getting into hair, which must have been around the poly D days, or a little bit before that, I honestly thought that a taper was a fade that was like this. And then I would tell, I was like, I want a medium taper because I wanted a fade that was like a blowout, but no, I never knew exactly what was I talking about. Well, that's crazy, dude. And I have seen that a lot. Actually, probably about 90% of all the students at the school have tapers right now. It's one of the most popular haircuts. I mean, I started with a taper. Now we're working into a low burst fade, but it's all the same thing, the same concept.
Right.
You know, low maintenance, a lot more hair on the top. What do you think we're going to be seeing in the next coming years as far as trends with hair?
Bro, they say the history repeats itself. So I don't know. What was after the mullet?
After the mullet? Dang, what was it? What was after the mullet? The afros?
Yeah.
The flat tops?
Imagine.
Dude, the flat tops.
A flat top mullet.
Flat tops came back for a little bit, didn't they? I think it was like probably like 2-3 years ago they were back in for a little bit. The little psychobilly flat tops. I remember doing a couple of those.
That's funny. I haven't done a flat top in a while.
We gotta go work at the Oceanside Boulevard. Get a couple of flat tops. All right, let's see. All right, Alex. So this time I actually want to talk to you about like situations and like maybe something funny that's happened to you in the barbershop. Do you have any experiences of you with a client and a funny scenario you've had at the barbershop?
I can just remember one where this guy freaking fainted when I was about to like start shaving his neck area. Homeboy didn't want to wake up. I'm like, bro, just laying there, bro.
So how'd that happen? So you had an appointment with this guy and completely blacked out or what?
Yeah, bro. Like I don't know. Like I barely even touched this kid and he just like fainted, bro. Funny thing is like my boyfriend's ex. So that was watching. I got you. Got you with a shave.
Right. Hold up though. You might want to cut that part out. Because you said it was my boyfriend's ex.
My sister's. My boyfriend.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but then it's crazy. Yeah, I remember that guy. He blacked out on the chair. Yeah. He got scared of the blade.
He did. And that's funny, bro. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I mean, beside where like people don't want to pay for their haircuts and make up whatever excuse. You know, I'm sure you've been through that.
Oh yeah. Remember that one guy that was it not too long ago? It was probably like 2 years ago. He said he was gonna go get his. He gave me his debit card. And he said, "Oh, I'm gonna get cash in the car," and then he never came back.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Never came back.
That's freaking bad. You remember his face?
Yeah, I took a picture of him. I still got it. If you guys want to see it, hit me up. All right, Alex. Just to close off this episode, I want to hear some advice from you. Give me some advice for up-and-coming barbers. We got student barbers watching. We got cosmetology students watching. What's something that you could advise them? And it doesn't have, I mean, you got deep with it today, so it doesn't have to be so much barbering. It's just some advice in general that you could give somebody who's starting this new path, this new career.
I mean, definitely grow as a human being. You gotta have morals and values. honestly. Also, I would say don't give up. You know, just keep on trying hard, keep on fighting for what you're fighting for. Let's see what else. That was another one that I was thinking about, but it'll come to mind.
In the bloopers?
In the bloopers. Yeah, that's it, bro.
That's it. Alright, we're gonna be using General Republic Stiff for Alex's hair today. Alright, Alex, thank you again for having us here and giving me the pleasure to cut your hair once more. I mean, I've been cutting your hair since barber school, and I always enjoy cutting your hair, and thank you for all the inspirational words. I know it got deep with this conversation. I hope to hear from you a little bit more. Even though you're not on social media, where can people find you if they need to come get a haircut by you, or you know, come just have a little chat with you?
All right, so on Instagram, I'm not active, but my account is, so you can follow me at Alex the Great with 3 eyes at the end. That's Alex the Great, 3 eyes at the end, don't forget it. So yeah, bro, you can follow me there. Check out some of the work that I've done in the past. I haven't uploaded anything yet, but I mean, soon I'll show up again.
One more time, you'll be popping up soon. And if they need to get a haircut by you, when do you cut?
Bro, my schedule's everywhere, bro, so catch me when you can.
Book it online, that's it?
Book it online, that's it.
All right then.
Yes, sir. Chuy Filosos Barber Company. Recognize.